That's so stupid good. I love this place. I freaking love this place. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Steven Eats Cleveland. I'm your host, the delightfully dangerous Steven Abriani, and today I'm coming to you live from Midtown Cleveland in what's known as the Asia Town neighborhood to take you one of my new favorite restaurants. I come here on hot days to drink a glass of boba tea, eat a Bahn Mì, or on cold days to warm up with some of their delicious noodle soup. I'm talking about the new Cleveland classic, Superior Pho. Let's check it out. So I'm here in Superior Pho, and before we get to the food, I want to tell you just a little bit about the history of this establishment. So Superior Pho started in 2002 by current owner Bahn Mì. Bahn, a Vietnamese American, first came over to the Maple Heights, Cleveland area from Vietnam in about 1975 when he was 23 years old. Now, Bahn has always harbored a love for Vietnam's famous hot noodle soup dish called pho. But for as long as he's lived in Cleveland, he really wasn't able to find any good pho houses to speak of. So, in 2002, he fixed that problem. And in the back of a former warehouse, he opened up Superior Pho on the corner of Superior Avenue and 30th Street, where it stands today. Okay, so the food just came out, and holy freaking moly, it looks delicious. All right, let me show you guys. Wow, so I got a bunch of stuff here to try out. So this is the cabbage shredded chicken salad, which is super delicious. This is some of the accoutrements for the pho that I'll show you. The delicious pho that is steaming hot with Well Done Brisket. It's got some green onions as well as some daikon, cilantro, vermicelli noodles, and the delicious pho broth. And then I got the famous Bahn Mì sandwich, Vietnamese staple with some roasted pork, pate, mayonnaise, daikon, and a bunch of other veggies. So it all looks delicious. So without further ado, let's dig in. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna try is the chicken cabbage salad. Get a look at that as well. So it's got some little nuts on top, as well as some shredded chicken, some shredded cabbage, and this delicious light sauce as well. So I'm gonna take a little bite of that, show you. This is going to be super hard because I'm gonna use chopsticks, but screw it. That's how I like to eat, so, because I'm a weirdo. All right, so we'll take a bite on this chicken cabbage salad. Nice bite there. So good. So tasty and so flavorful, even though it's not overpowering at all. The cabbage is fresh, the chicken is moist, not overdone. And the dressing is so subtle. It mixes with like the little chopped nuts. And then there's a little spice on it as well. It's so refreshing. That's why I like getting it. It almost like clears your palate, or on a hot day you want to come here, get the chicken cabbage salad because it's just cool, refreshing, it's light, and it's delicious. Get a little bit more on that. The dressing is so spanking though. Next we have the Bahn Mì sandwich. The Bahn Mì. Oh my God, that looks so freaking good. So inside here we've got some, like I said, roasted pork, pate, some mayonnaise, all made within the house, which is really cool. Then you got some cilantro, some pickled carrots, daikon, and then some jalapenos for spice. Again, this is another one of those super fresh sandwiches that I love having on hot days because it cools you down, it doesn't weigh you down, it's not heavy at all. So let's take a bite out of this. That is so good. Oh, they put like a massive cucumber in here. One second, let me get after that. Now, if you've ever had a Bahn Mì, you know it's just delicious. There's a lot great going on with this. It has a little bit of the spiciness and savoriness from the roasted pork and pate, but then with the creaminess of the cheese or of the mayonnaise, the crispness of the cucumbers. They're fresh, they're tasty, as well as the carrots, and then you get like this nice, cool, hot kind of sensation. The salty but more refreshing and savory. And then you got the spiciness, heat from the jalapenos, and kind of it's all on this delicious platter of fresh bread. I believe this is a French roll. Yeah, it's delicious. I mean, Bahn Mì sandwiches are typically always good. Superior Pho is delicious as well. And yeah, it's definitely, I think you should definitely order it whenever you go here. So, well, that's great. I want to eat all this right now, but I gotta move on to the main exhibit. 1 second here. We have, I don't know if I can lift this. The pho. This is the one everybody's been talking about. The pho. So there's a freak ton going on in this right now. Like I said, I got the Well Done Brisket with the onions, the green onions. I believe it's some cabbage onions or pickled onions as well. You got a little cilantro in it, and then everything going on in the pho, which is just berserk with flavors, and it's super clear, which apparently is exactly how Man Win likes it. He likes it to be super clear, and he describes his pho or tasting pho like drinking a glass of Burgundy, which is insane. So, oh my God, it's just so freaking. I wish I could get a better view of this. There's so much. He's got vermicelli noodles, these rice noodles, as well as this well done brisket. But honestly, what do you write home about? Look how clear that broth is too. Jesus Christ. So I'm gonna take a bite and just sip on it first. Oh. It's indescribable. Got the citrus from the lime. There's so much going on. It's not too salty, it's not too peppery, it's just got all these different spices, and it tastes so, like refreshing. Like they say like the idea is that it'll take you to a summer in Vietnam, and honestly it tastes like that. It reminds me of summer. It reminds me of being out in the sun. I've never been to Vietnam, but I mean, I don't know. It's transporting me there maybe. So let's try some of this brisket. It's gonna be a ridiculous spoonful. I apologize. That's rock solid. That's rock solid. The brisket is so tender. It's so tender. They say it should melt in your mouth. It's seriously just melting. Just like the roast pork. It just dissolves. Apparently it takes about an entire day to make the broth. And they say they make over 700 quarts on a good day, which is astounding. I'll just try to get some more noodles here. I love this place. I freaking love this place. All right, now I'm gonna show you some pro tips here. All right. Pro tip number one. Well, not pro tip, better. Some people like to put the hoisin sauce and the hot sauce in their soup. I think that's a mistake. What I'm gonna do is gonna put a little sriracha there, as well as a little on the side here. Hoisin. What you do is you take the meat out of the soup. Now everybody has their own way of doing this. There's no right way to do this, but this is just what I do. Put it in, you dunk it in the hot sauce, and then the hoisin sauce. You get both, marriage of both worlds. It's so freaking good. Then you get some more noodles. It's just so much going on. I mean, Ken Griffey Jr. said it best. There's a party in my mouth when I come here, and everybody's invited. So it's just spanking good. All right, this is my pro tip. This is a secret move. It's super obvious. Everybody would probably come up with it, but I never saw anybody do it before I did. You got the Bahn Mì and you got the pho. You take the Bahn Mì and dip it into the pho. It's wild. It's like, okay, mind blown, mine is blown. That's fine, it happens. Mine's get blown. Alright? Dunk that mother in there. Get some brisket on it. What? Where did you come from? That's so stupid good. Oh my God. Like I said, the refreshingness of that cucumber with all the lightly salted pork and the brisket with the freaking pho. The broth is so tasty. Out of this freaking world. All right, I got one more thing to show you. The boba tea. The boba tea. It is super hot here. We're in the summer here in Cleveland, so I need to cool off with a passion fruit boba tea. They have a bunch of non-caffeinated options, which I love because I can't do caffeine. So I'm gonna see what this is like. Here it goes. There it is. That took a second. It's really good. Of course it is. I mean, boba tea is usually awesome, but it's great to have it with everything else I got here on the menu. Not too sweet, not overpowering with the flavor, just light passion fruit flavors. Delicious tapioca at the bottom. Apparently there's a tapioca shortage. I hope not. Boba tea is delicious. Everything on the menu has been delicious. Yeah, and that's it. That's everything I have to show you at Superior Pho, one of my favorite restaurants in Cleveland. Like I said, I'm gonna stick around and finish all this food, but I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And until next time, this is Steven Eats Cleveland signing off. And yeah, peace.